just got into Mina. I just wanted to show you the economy of the car, the Toyota Camry, 3000. So I drove from Abuja, I drove from Barmak Estate at Uye. That's where I reside in Abuja. So that's where I drove from, and I didn't stop anywhere. I just drove directly from Barmak Estate to Mina, and I had a full tank. I filled in Abuja, and this is what we got right now. This is what we got right now in Mina. So the economy is actually very, very great, you know. So it's not even, it's like just quarter and just a little bit. So, you know, I just wanted to show you guys because I have some updates on the car, and I'll show you guys the remaining updates on the car once I get to, because I'm also going to bida. So I'm going to show you the updates of the car in bida. So stay tuned. All right. Next updates in Mina, getting my things. Okay, getting the things, making it super deck. The press again, the president got nothing on me, bro. President ain't got shit. Casa? Yeah. I am here heading to bida. I just stopped at Mezube Spot to get some yogurt, and here is the result of going to bida. It's just ridiculous. Look at that. Look at my fucking car. It's not even worth it, man. I don't even know how much it will cost for me to wash this. It's just ridiculous. Alright, man, I'm gonna go get lunch and we're gonna continue the journey. Oh yeah, right, this is Bida Road. That's Bida Road. Just easily the worst road in Nigeria. Not easily, it's actually the worst road in Nigeria. Just terrible. It's ridiculous. I'm believing this is actually one of the good parts of the road. Not the good part, the average part. You know, there's the worst and the best and the average. This is like the medium fucked up side. You know, look at the potholes. There's like almost like 40 kilometers of pure holes. I have to choose the best pothole. And that's my ride right there. Alright, man, lunchtime. Yep, that's the mosque and that's the Abuja area. I'm here for lunch. Alright, just got to bida, and literally it's just got to bida with the Toyota Camry 2000. Wow, it's just a fucked up trip in general, bro. It's totally fucked up trip. But the reason why I'm making this video is to show you the full economy from basically Abuja to bida. So this is where I am right now. I started with a full tank, and by the way, it took me. By the way, when I made the full tank, because I did the full tank yesterday, and I ran some errands. If you know Abuja, I live in Uye, in the Barmak Estate, but what's it called? hold on, I'm being stopped by this cross safety, guys. So those so I was just done with the road safety guys, and they literally took 1,000 naira from my hand. They said, well, they asked me for my driver's license, and I told them that I'm updating it, and I showed them the document. And they said, no, I have to come with the plaster. I said, it's not time for they have to go for the photograph and all that, but they still took money from me. One of them even said I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, but then the other one, the younger officer there, said no, you saw me with a seatbelt. So the older officer wanted to accuse me of not wearing a seatbelt, but the younger one countered that, which is so shameful and sad. So anyway, about the economy is great, man. Half tank from Abuja, and as I was saying, I ran some errands in Abuja, and what was I saying? I filled the tank in Abuja, and if you know Abuja well, you know how far Uye is from the Suleja Kaduna Expressway. So I filled the fuel yesterday, and I went from Uye to Gorimpa, which is very far. It is far. If you know Abuja well, you know how far it is. So I went to Uye to Gorimpa to see some of my friends, and still on that full tank that I filled. And after that, that was the same full tank that I used to drive to Mina. So and it's also the same full tank that I'm driving with now in Bida. So with all the errands in Abuja and the errands in Mina, and I went to a lot of places in Mina. So I didn't just go to a single place. I went to a lot of places in Mina as well. And and my AC has been on throughout. I don't even drive without AC because this is northern Nigeria and it's always hot. So I drive this is my AC. It's always on. This road is so terrible. The AC is always on number. This is where I put my AC. When I turn it on, I put it at high. When the temperature becomes cold, I change it to the dot beside the low. I don't put it on low because that doesn't do anything. So that's how I drive. It depends on the weather. Today I'm putting it on 2, but sometimes I put it on high, sometimes I put it on the dot behind the high. So that's basically it, man. Oh my god, this video is just this is not how it's supposed to be. Alright, man. I should have even used this mount, but that's too late for that. Yeah. Alright. Soon I'll update you when I wash the car, and then I'll show you the upgrades once I get to my place. So later. So before we move forward with these updates, let's just sit down and calculate how long I have been driving on a full tank. So I got the full tank at Uye at Shafa filling station. It's actually very close to my estate at Uye. Now I got the full tank at Baromak Estate Uye. Now, so when I got the full tank at Baro, I drove from my house, got the full tank, drove back to my house, got ready, and then drove to Gorimpa. Now, according to Google, which is most times it's accurate, but it's mostly inaccurate. But let's just go with Google. So according to Google, it says that from Uye, because let's just say from Uye to Gorimpa is 11.9 kilometers, which I'm very sure is a lot longer, and there was hold up and all that, and it's showing me 90 minutes here, but it's way long. It takes way longer than 90 minutes with the update, because I went out around 5 or around 4:30, which is the busy hour of that Uye expressway. So that was the time I actually went out. So but let's just pretend like Google is accurate, right? So from Baromak Estate to Gorimpa, and I went to 64th Crescent. on 6th Avenue on Gorimpa. That's where most of my friends live in Gorimpa. So that's where I went to. So let's say from Gorimpa, from Wuye to Gorimpa, so it says 11.9 kilometers here. So I went to Gorimpa from Wuye, and then after when I was done with Gorimpa, I drove back to my place in Wuye, because so that's 11.9 plus 11.9, bam. Then after that, the next day, which is the day I traveled, so the best way to do this is to calculate it destination by destination, because that's the only way you can actually get the most accurate numbers. So let's calculate from Wuye to Zuba. From Wuye to Zuba, which is it states here 15 minutes, which is kind of accurate, I guess, but 15 minutes and 46.1 kilometers. So I went from Wuye to Zuba. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. And then from Zuba to Mina, here it states 2 hours 15 minutes, which is kind of accurate as well. So let's say 2 hours 15 minutes, and it says 122 kilometers. I definitely didn't do 2 hours 15 minutes, but the kilometers the distance is actually true. But the time is actually very wrong. It took me like 1 hour plus from Zuba to Mina. It's actually not that far, but from Mina to Bida, Google says this is actually very accurate. Surprisingly, this is extremely accurate, and I don't know how Google actually got this, because Google doesn't know. I don't think Google knows the road is actually bad, because if Bida road was actually good, it takes like maybe like less than an hour to get from Mina to Bida. But surprisingly, Google was actually kind of surprisingly accurate on this time, which is 2 hours 40 minutes, which is almost correct. It took me like 2 hours plus with maybe like 2 hours 10 minutes of 2 hours 5 minutes, something like that, but it's 2 hours plus though. So this is actually right. So and the kilometer is also right as well. It's 9.3 kilometers. So bam. So and this is the full numbers. So let's go right to the next chapter of the video. God, it is sunny as hell today. Alright, so this is an update of the Toyota Camry 2000. Yep, like I said before, I was going to update you whenever I do a modification on the car. So on today's updates, what we got today, or the modification we have right now, is new alloy rims, which I have another horrible story about, and also the window tint. The car looks a lot better right now. It looks way cooler than before. So the horrible story, yeah. Before I tell you guys the horrible story, I also painted the caliper, the brake caliper. You can see it's red now. Painted up all of them, and then where the drum brakes also stay. I've forgotten the name of the metal, but it has the name itself. But that's where the drum brakes are. Painted that red as well. So cool stuff, man. Alright, so I got interrupted, but yeah, let me show you guys the back tint. Damn, it's cool, man. It looks a lot cooler than before, yeah. So the horrible story. So yeah, as you can notice, before I even said the story, the logos, the Toyota logo on the rim is missing on some of the rims, like you can see here. That's also missing, and that's because of the horrible trip I took from Abuja to bida. The whole trip was good until I started driving on the bida road, which is actually the worst road in Nigeria. So and that's why that's where I lost the logos. But I think I can just find another aftermarket one and just buy and replace. So see, 3 of them. So yeah, that's the updates for now. I don't even know what I'll do. Maybe the next update will be if I can. Because I've been thinking of maybe searching for a kit for the car. If I can get a body kit, if I can modify the car, and I wanted to change the headlights. I wanted to turn them to halogen lights. Those white bright ones. So I also wanted to do that. If I can also change the body kit, the new bumper. But I don't know if I can actually find that in Nigeria. Maybe I have to buy them and get them shipped to Nigeria. But yeah, that's the update for now. The car looks great, man. Looks great. It's a really beautiful car, man. You can't argue about that. It's really, really beautiful. Got the front things too, So it looks cool, man. It looks cool. Yeah, I got not much to say. So yeah, more updates coming up. More serious updates, especially the kids updates. They will be extremely serious because those are going to be a lot of work. It won't just be a simple rim change or things. To be a lot of work. So I'll have to remove this U-Haul stuff. This U-Haul metal. I have to remove it. If I want to put a new kit, I have to remove that. But yeah. Also, when I plan to make the kit, to modify it for the kit, I also have to change the exhaust to make this car sound better. I want to hear that, the bulldog sound. That's what I want to hear. Even though it's a 4-cylinder engine, there's a way you can do it, and it will sound extremely great. So yeah, that's it for the update. I don't think there's anything left to say here. What else? No, nothing, man. Nothing. Yeah, we'll see you soon on the next updates. Catch you guys later.